Hello, it's me, Taylor, the casual crypt keeper. We've done the research, we've gathered the stories, and we've braced ourselves for the unimaginable. So, my friends, lock your doors, draw the curtains, and you brace yourself for a thrill ride like no other, okay? For weeks I've been pushing for this title, but they told me it was too spicy, too scary, too intense for YouTube audiences, and I said no, the top 5 scary audience can handle it. This is the top 5 scary doors you should never open, but just know once we open these doors, my friends, we might never be able to close them again. You let me know down below which of these doors spooked you the most, and which of these you wouldn't even begin to touch the knob of. Number 5, the Great Sphinx. The Sphinx, a majestic and enigmatic structure located on the Giza Plateau in Egypt, has captivated the imagination of historians, archaeologists, and explorers for centuries. This massive lion-bodied monument with a human face is definitely interesting looking. Kind of makes you think that maybe the Egyptians didn't quite know what lions look like. But that's not what we're talking about today. It's the mystery inside it surrounding these potential secret chambers within that we want to know about. Although there's no official evidence to support or confirm that there's hidden chambers inside the Sphinx, first of all, yeah, we all know there are. But second, numerous theories and speculations have arisen over the years. Some believe that there are concealed passageways or chambers beneath the monument just waiting to be discovered. These theories are rooted in ancient Egyptian beliefs and legends that suggest the Sphinx guards hidden treasures or secret knowledge. I know it certainly knows a thing or two about riddles, so secret knowledge is not out of the question. A popular hypothesis is that the Sphinx conceals a secret entrance leading to the legendary Hall of Records, a vast library containing ancient texts and very valuable artifacts. This theory was first brought forth by the clairvoyant Edgar Cayce in the early 20th century. According to Cayce, the Hall of Records holds the key to humanity's forgotten history and advanced knowledge that could revolutionize our understanding of the past. It's a bunch of Polaroid photos of aliens building the pyramids, I think, that's been kept under lock and key. Now, others propose that the Sphinx's tunnels may lead to unexplored areas beneath the Giza Plateau. Some claim that these hidden spaces could contain burial chambers, sacred artifacts, or even the tombs of long-lost pharaohs. Now, despite all of these theories, extensive studies and archaeological investigations have not quite yet found concrete evidence of hidden chambers within the Sphinx. We're getting there, I'm pretty sure. Modern scientific techniques such as ground-penetrating radar and scanners have been employed to explore the monument structure, but as of now, no conclusive findings have emerged. And you know what? That's probably a good thing, to be honest. You read about King Tut, knowing how many curses are inside ancient Egyptian buildings, maybe let's just leave that one alone. And if you're looking for more stories of terrifying portways, freaky windows, we might have some of that. We've got more actual topics about things like aliens, cryptids, sharks, ghosts, ghouls, whatever freaks you out, we've got a video or two on that. So click on through, hit subscribe, please make sure to hit that little bell to make sure you get every single video, but you do that at the end of this one, okay? Because I got 4 more scary doors just waiting for you to open them. Number 4, the Terracotta Army. Do you ever think in human history just how many stories have simply been lost to time? How many common men who lived simple lives we may never remember? Well, Qin Shi Huang clearly was worried about this because he insisted that he have a grave that would ensure he would be remembered by history. His tomb was basically history's most impressive flex. When farmers from the Shaanxi province in 1974 discovered Qin Shi Huang's tomb, they couldn't believe what they'd uncovered. Hundreds upon hundreds of terracotta soldiers, complete with horses, chariots, officers, infantry, and a bear. Oh my, no bear. That was a joke, but the rest was real. 2,000 terracotta soldiers protecting their former emperor. What's even more bombastic is that we're not even sure if this is all the soldiers, since the tomb hasn't been fully uncovered. These 1,000 terracotta soldiers might just be the first wave of guys coming on in. Qin Shi Huang wanted to make sure his tomb was an approximation of his legacy. Uniting 6 warring states and ending feudalism needed a pretty good bookmark. He himself is buried beneath an enormous pyramid-shaped mound that stands a good distance from the excavated portion of the tomb. Historians suspect that the internal tomb contains treasures and wondrous objects that Qin Shi Huang collected during his life, untold priceless relics and treasures hidden hidden away. Although, perhaps as a bit of a deterrent, there is also a flowing river of pure mercury. Doesn't sound like a super great idea, but you have to remember that back then, kind of paradoxically, they associated mercury with immortality instead of associating with poisoning. Soil around the tomb has been shown to have elevated levels of mercury, so they're not joking about that one. Now, no one's too eager to actually check anytime soon because this uncharted territory has a series of protections to keep out any tomb raiders. Nathan Drake and Lara Croft would need a lot more than quick reflexes here, as the tomb is said to be protected by ballistas and ancient booby trap mechanisms. Also, I'm just gonna say, 1,000-year-old mercury vapor, that cannot possibly be good for your respiratory systems. So perhaps it's best to leave this one sealed and let 2,000 sleeping soldiers lie. Number 3, Padmanabhaswamy Temple. India's probably got a few secret doors or two. Keep that in mind. There might even be another secret door from India on this list. Maybe 3 or 4. Possibly more, considering how many secrets the temple of Sri Padmanabhaswamy is hiding. Located in Trivandrum, the temple is a holy shrine to Mahavishnu and was built in the 16th century. The kings of Travancore, which sounds like it would be like a really good deathcore group that you'd see for a few days, but is actually an Indian royal dynasty, renovated the place, making it the grand display of opulence that it is today. Now, the temple's not just a beautiful tourist hotspot to catch a couple Instagram photos, it's also home to 6 mysterious vaults, which is pretty interesting. 6 secret vaults. Wow. Now, these remained shut until in late 2011 when finally they were unsealed. The first 5 vaults contained immeasurable wealth. Gold, jewels, coins, idols, V-Bucks, Black Knight and the Reaper skins in there, you name it, it was there. The estimated value of everything inside there was equivalent to $1 trillion US. Now, if you can remember all the way back to 15 seconds ago, I mentioned that there was 6 vaults and only the first 5 have been opened so far. So what was in that last vault? Well, that's the trouble. Since we have no idea and probably won't anytime soon. The final vault remains closed, with 2 cobras decorating the gate with no latch to be found. Now, legend has it that in the 1930s, invaders tried to plunder the vault only to be met with a hostile end courtesy of some cobras who came from nowhere, as if they were a mystical force rather than angry snakes. Now, there are some who say the vault is protected by an ancient fatal curse, and of course, there are some too who say that the entire story of the curse is blown out of misunderstanding and overblown sensationalism, and in actuality the vault isn't sealing anything particularly important and it's just some government red tape explaining why it hasn't been audited and opened up yet, but where's the fun in that? It's probably got like an ancient curse or some snake gods or something. Number 2, Banff Springs. Our next mysterious portway is a Canadian classic. Recent bills have passed in Canada that means 1 out of every 5 points in a top 5 scary video has to be CanCon. It was not easy finding a haunted door in Canada. I had to walk door to door trying them all until I found one. I went all the way to Alberta, but I found one and it's in Banff Springs. If you've ever been up in Alberta, then maybe you already have heard of Banff Springs before. It's pretty famous. It's regarded as one of the nicest vacation spots in the whole country. It's a little Canada fact for you. Yet there's a darker truth behind it. There's a number of haunted stories and fables of strange activity happening at this serene hotel. I've actually covered a few of the spookier ones on the channel before. Things like the mysteries, the Macaulay waitress ghost, the dancing bride ghost. Now, the Banff is willing to come clean about those ghost stories and even encourages people to go looking as they offer ghost hunting tours. But room 873 is one secret that they are trying to keep the door shut on. No one has access to room 873. Visitors, guests, hotel staff, the Pope, Nicolas Cage, no one has access to room 873 at the Banff Springs. Well, why can no one get the door open? Did we all just lose the key? Well, this one's kind of a cheat to include on this list because it's more the absence of a door than it is a scary door. You see, the door disappeared. Room 873 was on the 8th floor, and cryptically the door disappeared, like just vanished, blipped away. There was a huge wall in the middle of nowhere. If you knock on the wall now, you can feel the existence of the room, you can hear it, you know it's there, you just can't get inside it. It's narrated that in 1928, there was a heinous incident in which a father took his own life after taking the life of his wife and daughter, all in room 873. Guests would report hearing the screams of the victim's last moments, which led to the hotel barring the room. So what really happened? Will we ever know? You're more than welcome to check into the Banff Springs, but just be aware, you might not be able to leave. No, you'll be able to check out at your regular checkout time. They wouldn't function as a hotel like that if they were keeping guests forever. Number 1, the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is one of the most iconic architectural wonders in the world. Somehow, it's not one of the 7 wonders of the world, despite being wondrous. Well, amidst the wonder and grandeur behind the mausoleum, there's a part of this beautiful building you will not find on the guest tour. There exists a mysterious door that's puzzled historians and visitors alike. It sits away in a hidden corner, away from prying eyes and YouTube hosts. What lies beyond it? Well, we don't really know. We don't really know much about that at all. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on this video. This video is not top 5 doors that we know everything that's happening behind. It's scary doors that we should never open. The legends say that the emperor who commissioned the Taj Mahal, Emperor Shah Jahan, designed the door to safeguard a treasure, or perhaps even a profound secret. Some people speculate that it conceals more priceless historical artifacts or ancient scriptures like the temple in Point 3. Some of the more compelling conspiracy theories speculate that behind the door could be something wondrous, a gateway to a parallel dimension, a passage to an underground chamber leading to a forgotten civilization, proof of extraterrestrials, the usual grab bag of ancient wild conspiracies revolving an old building. Now, attempts to crack the vault haven't been particularly fruitful. Its mechanisms remain a puzzle to be solved. Carvings, symbols, inscriptions all lost their meaning to time and aren't helping much. My advice, no one's tried the Gandalf approach, just speak friend and enter. That might crack the door open. Has a good chance of working. Whether this mysterious door holds a treasure, sacred knowledge, or hey, maybe it's protecting something evil from getting into our world, it adds another layer of mystique to the timeless beauty of the Taj Mahal and gives us something to poke around next time we're there on a visit. Reminds us that even amongst the splendor, there are still countless hidden secrets just waiting to be unlocked and mysteries to be solved. That's about all she wrote for this one, my ghouls and goblins. Thanks so much for watching. You creep on, creeping on now, and I'll see you in the next one.